Good morning, it's me, Dave Crane, back from Mauritius. Hey, did you really miss me that much? I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't even know I'd gone. Mauritius was a blast. Had an amazing time. If you haven't seen the videos that are there, then have a look. I think there's some interesting things on it, and also you get to see what it's like to unfortunately get catered for and looked after when you stay on this gorgeous island. Really nice people, really chilled out. And I've got another one coming up, not in Mauritius. I've got another interesting assignment coming up tomorrow, which I'll share with you when I go. Meanwhile, it's a gorgeous day. I did promise to share something with you. It's a little bit noisy. Hello, Ash. Here's my lovely little doggy. Oh, sorry, it's my roof. There you go. Can you see me now? There you are. Hold it. Hello, Ash. See the doggy? She's hiding. She's camera shy. Say hello, chick. No, not at all. Well, anyway, how are you? Been ages since I saw you. You can hear the noise outside as our friends are doing interesting things to the road. Can you see this? I can probably show you actually. With a big stick. Hold on. Without opening the front door. See any of that? Is that a quick glimpse of outside? You probably just got the door, haven't you? Not to worry. Anyway, we've got roadworks. We've been told that we'll be all done in about 6 months. Don't get me started. I refuse to say anything about it. But what I will do today is share with you the trick to living forever. And hello to the lovely Aziza, my wife, who's up early. Way! Because she wasn't sure if I was going to get up and take Maya to school today because I've just got back from Mauritius yesterday morning. I've had virtually no sleep. Can you still hear me? I don't really know. I should have stayed indoors for this. Let me see if I can move away so it's not quite so noisy around here. Okay, a bit of the garden. Might be a slightly better bet. There you go. Right. I did promise to share with you the secret to living forever. And it's not just a big thing. It's a little thing. But it is really big in terms of ramifications. Now, I don't want to go anywhere near religion with this, okay? I don't want to get anywhere near your spiritual beliefs. That's nothing to do with me. And certainly, it's all about your choices. So, a lot of people believe that there's life after death for going to heaven. A lot of people believe that there's life after death for reincarnation. Or, look, that's your choice, and I'm not going to spoil that. There's a whole new conversation we need to have, or maybe we don't, about all that. But what I will say is the concept of life after death was shared with me ages ago, and the idea is that we all die, which you probably guessed. But the way that you live after your death, wait for it, is because of the way that you touch people. Now that sounds rude, I don't mean like that. The way that you leave a legacy. So, in fact, you still pass away, but the thoughts, the love, the emotion, the people you've cared for, the way you've moved the world forward, all these things are what lives with your life after death. So they might not remember your name, or maybe your kids remember your name, or so on, but what happens is those things you've done to make life better, the movements. Think about it. Who do you talk about on a regular basis? I saw a meme the other day on the internet all about Freddie Mercury as possibly the biggest pop star of all time. And I can't really argue with that, certainly in rock. His legacy still continues. Good 20, almost maybe 30 years since he passed away. Everyone still talks about him, we listen to Queen music, and I can't see that going away anytime soon. Not only was it so far ahead of its time, but he was just so unusual and so charismatic and so good at what he did. Nice guy as well. So, what about your legacy? What are you going to do to move the world on? Now, maybe you need to write a book. Maybe you need to help some charities. Maybe you need to make more contact with people. Or maybe you need to step up in your business, in your relationships. Think about it. Right now in your business, you're doing okay, obviously. Or you're doing okay-ish. Because you're always thinking, I could do better, and the competition's there, and there wasn't a recession, I'd find the whole thing easier to deal with. Well, supposing you set your target and your bar even higher. And you said, right, not only am I going to be able to get better clients, make more money, but I'm also going to turn up to a higher level. And as I go to a higher level, I'm going to take on the big guys. Don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to work it out through partnerships, through changing my direction. Maybe I just narrow all my products right down to being just one single thing. One thing I can concentrate on to make sure that people have more of an interest in working with me, and one thing that maximizes my profits. All these things will allow you to create a bigger impact during your lifetime. And also, there's another thing to be interested in. They say that your biggest hitting years are up to the age of 60. I don't know if that's going to be true in the future as people live longer, because I know a lot of people are 70 plus who are just as smart and as sharp as their younger counterparts. But certainly in terms of physical state for right now, from about the age of 45 to 60, you will hit harder in business. Now the reason for that is you're wiser, you're smarter, you can still hold yourself up, and people perceive you as not being an old person, but being a wise person. So unless you're actually going as a world boxing champion or martial arts champion, that speed of delivery doesn't necessarily have to be physical. It can be mental, and it can be in terms of services and experience. So how do you live forever? You create a legacy, you create a relationship with people, you tell the world what you're doing, you write a book, and I'll show you how to do that in the future. You create a tribe around you and the business that you have that moves the whole process forward, and maybe get other people to join in, but you become a founder of it. Whatever it is, and I know your brain is thinking now, trying to take over as what the angle should be that creates that legacy for you. On top of it, the idea, how about having kids? People whose job is to remember that you are there. For lots of good reasons. I'm getting lots of ants on my feet. Just stepping like that. I might have to move. My dog's discovered we're here to finish it off. So, whatever you do, open up your mind today to thinking about how you can have life after death. That doesn't mean watching another zombie film, which I've watched far too many recently. And I miss The Walking Dead. Yes, I will chuck the ball in a minute, Ash. Come here. Come here. Sorry about this. Come here. Bring the ball. Hold on, this is what she does. Are you still there? She also knocks over the stand if you leave her long enough. There she is. Ash, do you want give us the ball? I'm inside again. It's just typical. As soon as she wants something, you say, I'll do it. She goes, oh no, I'll just chew the ball. I just didn't want you to spend too long on camera talking to people. Okay, right, that's it from me. So, whatever you're doing, create your legacy. Think about the things you truly want to do. Connect with the people who will miss you most, who will carry on your story, and whatever it is you've been working on for your entire life. And if whatever you've been working on for your entire life isn't that important, but you still want to have that impression on the world, maybe it's time to take a step back and have a rethink about what is important to you. Is it the 9 to 5 that pays the bills? Or can you still do that and give 7 out of 10 rather than 10 out of 10 and work on something else that's more important to create that impression along the world that you made the world a better place during the time that you were here? Anyway, that's food for thought. I'm going to get ready to work. I've got to go to Fujairah tomorrow. I'm doing 2 days of training with an amazing company in the events industry, and I'll let you know more about that as it comes around. Meanwhile, have a wonderful day, look after yourself, and stay crazy. Don't know why I do this. It's not a gun. It's just a thing I do with my fingers. I'll stop it now. Bye. Be good to yourself. Bye-bye.